He's got fast in black lungs.
Music videos. At the end of the day, they're a vehicle to sell the song, album, or artist. Or is it? In my past 2 videos in this series, I've talked about those music videos that promote the song either through showcasing the writing styles of the band's lyrics, or the visuals of the band playing their songs. These were through the lyric video for the first type, and the band video for the latter. Both can be great vehicles to promote the song and band, but both could be used poorly. To turn a phrase from one of my favorite authors, all bad music videos are alike, in that they're boring, uninteresting, and transparent in being an advertisement for the song. But good music videos, and even brilliant music videos, they're brilliant in all their own unique ways. Which makes this video a little bit more difficult to make compared to my first 2, as this one looks at a style which transcends both the band and the lyrics found within the song, by taking a completely creative approach to the added medium of the video. The first style of this type of music video I'm going to look at are those that still use the band in some way. This is different than the straight up band music video, as these guys will rarely show the band playing their instruments if at all. The most notable example of this comes from the pop group OK Go. I'm not a big fan of their music style, but through their music videos I've come to love them. This is what a band should be doing when approaching music videos. Each one a new opportunity to push the envelope for what to do with the visual medium. Another example of this is through bands such as Pomplamoose or the RNL Project. I even debated including them in my band video, but their use of split screen and unique camera placements transcend just the basic band video into a work of art. I find these types of videos work much better than just the regular band videos, as it still showcases the band's technical and musical abilities while doing so in a very artistic way. This is what the band videos should be, and this is precisely what they're not doing. Another style that I enjoy is when a band will use puppets or some other kind of prop as a surrogate for themselves. For example, Haken's video for the Cockroach King does this very well by using puppets in a style of Sesame Street, starting the video in almost a parody of the Bohemian Rhapsody. It then moves into a typical band video territory, but with the puppets, it makes it something new and interesting. Another example of this that I've come across was the Zeus video for their song Are You Gonna Waste My Time? This one uses food as the surrogate for the band and the audience as dogs. Like the videos shown before, these two aren't all that different from the straight up band videos, but they do something that the band videos do not. They add another dimension to the visual medium. And it's this that pushes the video more into the artistic territory and further from the let's just make a quick buck. So let's move away from the bands entirely. I'm going to look at some videos where the band is not included in them at all. First, one of my favorite videos of all time is a video from the band Jolly. I love Jolly. For their song The Pattern. The setup for this video is that it's a data collection for the band's overall study for an audio guide to happiness. In an unbroken shot, we see in a very contrasted black and white video someone listening to one of their songs. And that's just it. It's just someone listening to their song and their reaction to it. Now this may seem overly simplistic, because it is, but we as an audience are now experiencing 2 things with this song. The song and the impact it has on another. This is part of the reason why those reaction videos are so popular on YouTube. It creates an immediate connection with the other, and we see the impact it has, either validating or challenging our own experiences. And I'm still not sure if the guy is actually acting or if he is legitimately listening to the song, though what I do find fun is substituting other audio for it.
And while I live, I will follow you. Will you follow me? You're the
But I find the most popular type of this sort of music video are those that tell a story that aligns with the song. This is either giving a visual representation of the story the song is telling, or gives a story in the same theme or tone of the song. You don't have to dig deep to find these, but I'm going to highlight a few of my favorites. One being the video for the Between the Buried and Me song, Coma Machine. As this song is the beginning of a concept album, it lays the foundation for the story of the album, and this video provides the visuals of that story. The tone of this video is matched perfectly with the song, going from simple to complex in a matter of seconds. We see the struggle and confusion of the lead character as he travels in this strange landscape. The main point here is that the tone of the video matches the tone of the music. It's chaotic, it's soothing, and it's brutal, both in the video and in the music. But this needs not be the case. Let's look at a video where the tone of the video does not match the tone of the song. Steven Wilson's video for Perfect Life, as with almost all of his videos, is a masterpiece in the visual arts. It shows two women in an open field with very warm, bright colors using the yellow and orange palette. This is contrasted completely with the darker tone of the music and the lyrics. The music video itself has the same contrast as we see near the end of the video the presumably younger woman breaking down into tears at the loss of the other woman. This video does an amazing job at highlighting the themes of the song, that of loss, trying to remember and regain the nostalgia of the past, and coming up short. Remembering things as being perfect when in fact there was unseen flaws is a very powerful theme, and one that this video shows very well. The bright warm colors could be our tendency to remember things as being all too warm when in reality there was a lot of pain at that time. Now let's contrast this with a music video that does the opposite. Taylor Swift's video for Style is a very dark one, using cool colors such as the blue and violets. The song for Style is much brighter, as with a lot of Swift songs, when we compare it to the tone of the video. Now what I like to do is swap the video and music that we see for both. You get some very interesting results. Now if we were to combine these music videos, we would ultimately get the music video for the Deer Hunter song of Waves. This song uses a lot of the techniques found in the Swift song. Darker tones with the blue color palette, a silhouetted singer with the forest/water found within him, and the use of water and waves. Similarly, we get a lot of the techniques that we found in Steven Wilson's song. Open fields with a bright yellow and orange palette, trying to recapture the memory of a lost woman, or the use of metaphors, this time through pictures and the concepts of the past not being as perfect as we remember. What all these music videos do is paint a clearer picture of the story being told through the song. By using the visual medium to its fullest, we have gone beyond just the auditory story being told through the song, and includes the visual to assist us in this process. And this is where the true art of the music video is found. And speaking of that, let's look at the final style of music videos that I want to showcase today. Those that use the visual medium to a full new level through animation. The two artists that use this amazingly are Tool and the before mentioned Steven Wilson. All of Tool's videos are visual masterpieces, adding new layers to their already complexly layered songs. Their videos tend to be very dark and off-putting. The only qualm I have with Tool's videos is I find them all too similar. Now this isn't necessarily a knock against their videos, if it ain't break, don't fix it, but it is something that I've come to notice. The Grudge is actually my favorite video of theirs, as it is different from when we compare it to their usual MO. It tells a very vivid story through the visuals that is similar yet different to the actual lyrics to the song. The themes and tones are still quite similar and overlap enough for a comparison and an analysis to take place, so overall this video, like all of Tool's videos, is a win. The video style that I want to spend a little bit more time on are those from Steven Wilson. He always employs the best directors and creators for his songs. Some of the most notable songs and videos, for me personally, are Drive Home and The Raven That Refused to Sing. But the one I'm going to spend my time on here is his piece from Routine, directed by Jess Cope. Now the theme and tone of this video matches perfectly. Both are washed out for colors and on the side of melancholy. The song itself tells us the comfort of a routine to get us through the day and into the night where the lead person is missing their children. It's never really made clear where the children are and if they're still around at all. What this video does is it gives us a direct visual of the story. It gives us more context for the angst, sadness, and hopelessness of our main character. We even see what has caused her grief and what's happened to her children in a very short snapshot of a newspaper article. The article, if you pause the video and read it, outlines the death of her children and husband at the hands of a school shooting. What we see on screen is the fallout of this. Our lead character attempting to live her life through a routine. We see as she's trying to keep herself sane and together through this routine she's constructed. How the routine keeps the demons away until they crouch in on her and she finally rages against it. I want to draw some attention to the use of symbolism that this song employs, and how the visuals flush these out. In the line, "Long until the dark comes to bruise the sky," we're not necessarily talking about the weather here, but the struggle to keep the darkness at bay within herself. This is shown perfectly on screen, with the rolling dark clouds and the physical outbursts of our lead character. This, paired with the sudden change in tone to the music, accumulates into that rage against this routine. I also want to point out the fact that she's still in black. The symbolism here isn't hard to draw. My favorite part of the video, though, is at the end, with the beautiful morning. Again, I don't think they're talking about the time of day. We see that the storm has passed, again, both storms, as she sees the color pour back into the sky, much like a bruise, and she smiles and reads sympathy cards. In the end, life continues. Now, I'm just scratching the surface for this video, and all of Steven Wilson's videos echo this sentiment. It has become clear that if I want to continue, I have to do a video for each of them to do them justice. Which I might just have to do. So in conclusion, yes, I realize that music videos are a means to an end in the money-making machine. They are a vehicle to sell more albums and songs, as well as the band. But this should never compromise the artistic integrity of the song or the artist. Use the medium to its full extent and push the envelope. Don't be afraid to try new things. Those videos with artistic merit will always catch the eye, and the more eyes caught, the more chances for a record sale. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this. I've had a blast looking through all of these music videos. This may be the end of my 3-part series on my overall look at music videos, but one thing in this series has taught me is that I have a lot to say, so this is not the end of my music video talk. In the future, I'll be looking at individual music videos and going a little bit deeper on what works for them and what doesn't. Thank you guys once again for watching. You guys are definitely the best. And until next time, notes out.
Art is dead. Art is dead. Art is dead.